In today's video, we're going to talk about the top website builders for 2019 that are also do-it-yourself capable, so you could actually build them even if you're not a web developer. So stay tuned, we're going to cover those in this video. All right, welcome back everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Jordan Steen, aka Serial Entrepreneur, and at this channel we talk all about starting a marketing agency, building a personal brand, or really just building an online business. So web developers and website management platforms are super important, also known as CMS or content management systems or services. Something along those lines is going to be super important for your business in today's day and the future. And so what we want to talk about is these platforms that I strongly recommend you looking at if you're a beginner. You can take these to a developer and get them built very, very affordably. But if this is your first time at my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right here in the bottom right hand corner so that way you get updated with all of our future videos, trainings, free giveaways that we do every single week here at Serial Entrepreneur. Oh, and if you're wondering what platform we built our website on at serialentrepreneur.academy, then stay tuned to the end because we're saving that one for last, and that's probably my favorite one. So the first website builder or website development platform we're going to talk about is Wix. And the reason why I want to talk about Wix is for a couple of things. Now, I don't recommend using this if you're trying to build this out for one of your marketing agency clients, or if you're just a business owner and you have something where your customers spend a lot of time on that website. I don't necessarily recommend going this way, especially like if you're driving a ton of traffic to your site on a day-to-day basis. You can go with Wix, but you're going to want to go with the Wix code create without limitations, because this is going to allow you to completely customize the site. Otherwise, you're going to want to, if you just need a basic business card site, most people just need a business card site where they can host information, especially to just get started. I really recommend looking at this Wix ADI, and this is an artificial intelligence builder. Basically, it takes everything about your niche and builds a personalized site for you with photos and logos and text that you upload into their builder. Okay, so that's a really cool way to get a quick website up and ready to go. The next option is Wix Editor, and this is where you actually have that drag and drop capability to be able to go in and actually build the site that you want to build, even if you're not a web developer. Okay, so three really cool options with Wix, and this is why it's one of my favorite templated builders for 2019 and beyond, is because they really spend a lot of time making sure that anybody wanting to build a site, whether it's someone who has no interest in even, creating the custom template, or someone who wants to have a little bit more customization, and then ultimately the person who wants a completely customized site run through Wix. It's a great platform to go on. We don't do any promotions for this site or really do any type of affiliate marketing for them. It's just one that I've used in the past for businesses, and again, it's easy. Their support is always there to help you with things. Really, really cost effective. So I recommend checking out Wix if you haven't done that before. The next website I want to talk about is Squarespace, and this is a really, really great website for people who are more focused in the design space. Okay, as you can see, a lot of their stuff is very, very visual, people who are artists, but it doesn't mean that small businesses or even people who want to run an e-commerce store couldn't come onto Squarespace and build a site that's going to work for them. I just automatically know, and originally they started off with designers and artists in mind. So that being said, they catered to what artists and designers needed first, right? But ultimately, this is a site that does work well. We use it actually for our agency site because I had never heard of Squarespace, and Wix actually didn't have the ADI builder because I totally would have done that for my agency site, because ultimately in the beginning for your agency, I know it's kind of off topic, but in the beginning for your agency, you don't need a complicated site. You just need something that's going to be a business card style site. But back to Squarespace, again, it's more design focused, more artist focused. So if you're looking for something like that, if you're an artist or a designer, it's definitely going to work for you. But again, you can see right here, photographers, restaurants do well with it. Anything that has more of a visual flair, you're definitely going to want to bring to Squarespace if you're building it yourself. So you guys can see here, these are the main, types of businesses that they cater to. So quick question before we move on. Do you think that you feel confident enough to take one of these templated website builders and build a website for yourself? Do you think that's something you could do? If so, leave it in the comments below. Yes, I think I could build a website. No, I don't think I could. And if you don't, why don't you think you could use one of these platforms to build your site? Now, the third and final one I want to show you guys is Weebly. And you can see they're professional e-commerce tools for entrepreneurs all in one place. And so you can tell that, and it even says right here with Square, e-commerce by Square, they focus heavily on people who are wanting to sell products online, which is totally fine. E-commerce stores do really well with Weebly. Each one kind of has their own individual niche, as you can tell. But you can see here, it's the same style of templated builder. They have online stores, business, portfolio, personal, event, and blog style websites that they cater to primarily, but with this huge push for people trying to sell products online. So that being said, the web developer, the web builder is going to be focused more for people who aren't developers, who also want to sell products, like e-commerce style. So if you're looking for something like that, I definitely recommend checking out Weebly. Now, the next site we want to talk about, and if you want my honest opinion, if you're going e-commerce, this is where you want to be, is Shopify. Shopify is the e-commerce king of sites. You don't have as much customization, but really at the same time, you kind of do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Shopify works in something called a liquid template, meaning it's a code that they've created for Shopify developers. So it doesn't mean you can't customize your site. It does mean that it does become a little bit more complicated than if you were using something like Weebly or something like that, right? But as far as Shopify goes, if you're trying to market on Facebook, Instagram, integrate email marketing, integrate with something like AliExpress or Alibaba, or what are some of the other, there's tons of other apps that you can integrate. I can't even remember the names of them all right now, but Shopify is the place to go because they've made it to where it's an open source community style of web development community. And what this means is people can basically create apps, get them approved by Shopify, and then start adding those apps into the Shopify App Store, which means that you can then take those products and build them into your site with this, it's seriously as simple as clicking a button. Okay, so Shopify has made it super easy for anybody wanting to sell any kind of product online. Their entire system is built to put in product IDs, put in product codes, pricing, shipping costs, all of that can easily be done using Shopify's platform. And if you've never checked it out before, what I strongly recommend is taking advantage of this free trial that they always have on their site for someone who's never done it before. It's 14 days, no risk, and you can actually start building your site and getting it ready to go before you even start selling products online. So again, if you're going with e-commerce, this is my recommendation. I definitely suggest you check it out. The final web development platform I want to talk about is a little bit different than the others because you do need to have a little bit more of an understanding of web development when it comes to building a website using WordPress. And that's the final site we're talking about, obviously. WordPress is by far my favorite platform to use because it works the best with regards to performing and optimizing your site for SEO, search engine optimization, meaning that you'll show up in search engine results a lot quicker than you would if you were to use something like Wix or Weebly or Squarespace, right? So this optimizes for that automatically, but it is also rated the best content management system or service out there. And it just has every type of theme or plugin that you could possibly want for a website to function just like any other multi-million-dollar corporate level website. But if you are going to use WordPress as your web development platform or your content management system, then you're going to want to check out Divi. It's by Elegant Themes, but Divi is the theme that it basically takes WordPress and makes it into a site that you can use and build like it was a Weebly or Wix site. So it makes WordPress much more customizable for people who aren't necessarily development savvy, like you don't know web development code, right? So Divi is a platform I definitely recommend you check out all of their themes. So that way, if you do intend to build a WordPress site and you don't understand web development, then you have an easy fix or an easy way for you to build that site on WordPress. Now remember, if you plan on monetizing your site, you are going to want to use WordPress.org, not WordPress.com. WordPress.org allows you to monetize, basically put ads on your site if you ever plan on doing something like that. I don't mean that to sell your products and services that you have to have WordPress.com, but if you plan to put ads and monetize a blog or something like that, you'll want it on WordPress.org. Oh, and by the way, if you're thinking about starting a blog, which I strongly recommend, like these next few years are going to be the years where blogging and YouTube channeling, all of that is going to kind of not wrap up, but it's going to become less simple for you to get involved in that industry if you don't get started now. But if you're going to start a blog, I definitely recommend checking out this video up here in the top right-hand corner. We teach all about how to build a blog and monetize it and actually start making money with it. And last but not least, just so you guys are aware, you will want to get some sort of hosting platform. A lot of people, they're familiar with a web development platform and all of these platforms I just mentioned, but then it comes to hosting and they're like, what the hell is hosting? How do we even do hosting? Who am I hosting? Right? So what you want to do is you want to check out, I recommend Bluehost.com. Bluehost is easily the best performing hosting service as far as customer support, as far as security, as far as it just being the most beneficial for your website and it actually being simple and easy to work with and understand. Bluehost is the platform that we choose to use. So if you're wanting to check out Bluehost, the link is right below this video at the top of the description. So I know my video actually of me cut out. It's okay. WordPress is where you want to go. If you don't believe me, you're going to want to check out my website because this is what we built our site on. WordPress literally allows you to build it any way you want if you want to. So I could go to the digital marketing school, but WordPress is the platform to use. Again, if you're not familiar, check out Divi, but you can see right here, we've completely customized this site, built our own. Basically what we did was we took a theme from WordPress. We used that as the platform to build it on, basically kind of like a template, if you will. And then we used that template to build our own version of the same site. So with our own flair and our own style of design. So now that you know about some of the web developers or the website platforms that you might want to use, let me go through 4 quick things that you're going to want to know about choosing your actual web platform. The first thing is going to be functionality. And what I want you guys to start looking at is planning for the future. Your website can't just be something that you're going to use for the next 10 years and you're never going to have to make changes. You have to look at your website as a constantly updating and constantly developing project. The reason being is because web development platforms change, web design styles change all of the time, right? So you not only need to look at functionality as in what it can do right now, but also what you're going to need it to do in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. The second most important thing is obviously going to be customer support. If you're not familiar with how to build websites, or if this is your first time ever trying to build a site, you're going to want support and people who can help you and answer questions about web development. A lot of you are going to come to me with those questions, but their support is going to be a lot quicker and a lot better at working through their platform. So make sure you choose a platform that has quality support. Number 3 is going to be fully responsive templates. And what I mean by that is it should be responsive on a desktop and on mobile, right? Which means it should go from website on desktop to website on mobile and be able to change automatically by itself, right? It should automatically do that. Now, the 4th thing is making sure that whatever platform you use is SEO friendly, meaning you want to show up in search engine results, whether that's, again, a local business, a medium-sized business, or a large corporation. It doesn't matter who you are. You want to show up in search engine results. That's going to drive free traffic to your site, right? So you want to make sure that whatever platform you use takes SEO into consideration and has the ability for you to update and make changes to that site and the SEO features related to that on-site presence. The final platform I want to mention to you guys, and this is for those of you wanting to create some sort of online educational platform, or maybe something where you're doing almost like a podcast style, informational style program. It doesn't have to be a course, but most of the time it is. If you're looking for something like that, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the logo for Kajabi right there. And Kajabi is seriously the best on-site or online course building templated platform. They basically took Shopify's model and built it for people who build online educational platforms. So if you're looking for something like that, Kajabi is where you want to look. So that's pretty much it for this video. Like I mentioned in the beginning, since you stayed till the end, I want wanted to give you guys those 2 tips, and I pretty much just gave them to you at the very end. WordPress is a great front-end website. That is what we use. It's what we love because it gives you the ability to customize everything, but also ensures that you're focusing on search engine optimization and being able to rank organically. Now, what we did was we took our WordPress site and we actually used that as the front-end website, and we have a course that we sell. We have a bunch of courses that we sell. Well, our back-end manager is actually Kajabi. So we've built it in a way where WordPress takes in the payments, and then we put the checkout pages to go to Kajabi's checkout pages. Then once they purchase the course, it's going to direct them to the Kajabi program, and they can go to WordPress at any time to log in. So SerialEntrepreneur.academy is the front for the online website, the content management style site, right? Where Kajabi is actually a completely different URL that is still attached to our WordPress site, if that makes sense. So we have a front end site and a back end site. That's kind of how we build it, and those are the 2 platforms we recommend for everybody, no matter what style of site you're doing. Unless it's e-commerce, then I recommend Shopify. Those are our 3 biggest recommendations that I think are going to be the best website builders, and they're going to dominate the market in 2019 and moving forward. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I am going to get out of here. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get updated with all of the newest digital marketing trends or building a business online trends. But I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys. Ready to start living the 6-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.